Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Core Java session. Today we are going to start new chapter, file input and output. The topic which we are going to cover in this is file writer, file reader, buffer reader. This chapter is very important as part of when we are working with uh, projects. Okay. So now try to observe. What is file? Okay. This is simple class only. Okay. What is file? File is nothing but a class only. Okay. So directly we will see the program. Okay. Then we can understand easily. This is our how we can create an object for our class. But if you see a file always requires some parameter constructor. Okay. We will see that class. Come to our STS ID. Let's see Control Shift F. Sorry, Control Shift H. Then we can search file java.io package, right? Java.io package. That is what the package referred. Who is the if you go inside file, this is a class file which is serializable and comparable. Why serializable? Very important concept. Because whatever the data you are playing with the help of file, that data should travel over the network now. That's why it is serializable. Without serializable, that is not possible. Serializability of a class enabled by implementing java.io.serializable interface. Classes do not implement that interface will not have any chance of their state serialize or deserialize. Okay? To serialize, to travel the data over the network, we should enable implement this class. Okay? Now try to observe. These are variables. See guys, we have constructor, right? We have constructor. This is a constructor. If you see file, what is the parameter is it taking? Path name and some two parameter, right? Try to observe. This is file. It is taking one parameter, right? Class name, method name means what? That is constructor. What is taking path name? Okay. So can we create one class like this and try to do some operation? Then you will understand why file is important. Okay, now save this. So for this, I have created one local path here, right? This is my directory, C directory. I am going to use this path. This path, I want some operation to be done. Okay. What I will do, I will use file equal to new file. File equal to new file. First, try to observe. This is asking import, right? From which package? io.package, right? But how to import? How to import? Control Shift O. What is the shortcut? Control Shift O. See till now how many shortcut I have explained you, right? More than 10, 15, right? In one day, if you are going to learn one day only for Eclipse shortcut, then you are not able to hands-on, right? But from day one, we are trying to understand the shortcut of Eclipse or STS. If that will be in the practice, then you can easily do that. Okay, now try to observe. Now try to observe. I am giving that path now here. Okay. What is the file name I want to give? Let's say abc.txt. Save this code. Do you think that any file is there here? No, right? There is no file here, right? There is no file. Refresh this. No file is there, right? The folder is empty. Now come here. First, we will check this file exists or not. What is the how we can check? Let me check. System.out.println system.out.println will do file dot exist. The method is exist. Exists. This is the method. What is the return type? See, exist method is there. It is going to return boolean. Okay? Okay? Which is belong to class file. If this method true or false means what? file is there or not. First, we will run this program. First, we will run this program. What you are getting? File, because there is no file inside this folder. Now, how I can create the file from Java code? How we can create the file? Okay? How we can create the file? Try to observe. So we are giving instruction a file object, create a new file, create a new file, create a new file, create a new file. How we can create a new file? A file object, create a new file. Whatever the path I am giving and the name of the file, just create that file. What is the error here? It is asking some exception. We need to handle the exception because something wrong in this line we need to handle either by throws or by try catch. I am using, let's say, try catch. Okay, now I am giving some try catch. Okay, now try to observe. This time I am running the program. Any file is there, guys? No file, right? Let me run the program. Save this, refresh. File is created, right? File is created. Did I created the file? From Java code, we have created the file, right? Today's time, 8:47, right? If you see this 8:47, okay? No, very easy, right? But interesting. No. Okay. Now, if we run this code again, what will it give false? No. Let's try again. What will be our output? Try to observe. True, right? It will true because why? Already the file is there. Okay. Now refresh this. Okay. Now come here. Okay. Hope you are good with this program, right? Now. We have given some file. Means what is this? This file we are giving like this. In no need to explain much. You understand, I believe. Okay. Now. So what is we have to give the path. What is the constructor is expecting? The path of the file. Now, this is the file we have created, right? So we can create directory also, right? We can create directory also. How we can create a directory? How we can create a directory? Now come here. This is extension. This is extension means what? Directory. Can I? This extension means what? File. Without extension means directory. Now, the command will be different. The command will be different. Let me. Yeah. Instead of .txt, I can use. Let's say folder name. I am giving new folder. New folder name. Okay. Now try to observe. Now try to observe. But this instruction I am giving to create file name, right? For this, instead of this, what we will use to create a folder, a file object, make a directory. Make a directory. Okay. Now try to observe. Okay. Now try to observe. Do you think any directory is there in this folder? No, right? Try to observe. Run as Java application. Initially, it check for something exist or not. Not exist. Did I created this folder? No. Who created? I given instruction to Java folder. See the time. 8:50. 8:50, right? I did not given any manually like create right click something, right? It's not like then right click, new folder, new text file, not like this. This is done by from where? Code only, right? Now try to observe. If I run, whether this exists or not, if this time it will become true. ठीक है? It is true now. ठीक है? Now, we need to understand how many type of constructor are there, right? This is the string. You are giving path, but in double quote. Anything in double quote is nothing but string. Means what does this mean? What does this mean? What does this mean? Something called string. We are passing, right? This nothing but string, right? String something name. So it means this is one constructor. So this create a file. What does this do? To create a file in the directory, create the file in directory. What is another constructor? Paste here. Okay, we can give here two part. One is string, string subdirectory name. This naming convention will help you to understand, and string name. What is this? It can take two parameter also. Now, what does this two parameter? Create a file object. Create a file object that is the name of the file and the directory inside this file. Okay? That this is first constructor. This is second constructor. And the third constructor, we will use that. We will use that. Okay. Now try to observe the third constructor file equal to new file. So file subdirectories, comma, string name. This is the third constructor. We'll use these three constructor to achieve different type of operations. Okay, now try to observe. Let me remove this code. Let me remove this code. Save this. Control Shift O. Control Shift O to remove unknown, not required input. Main method is gone, right? See, for example, if any code is there, if there is, if you see this import underlined by what yellow line means these are not used. In your project, you are writing 2000 line of code. You are seeing here two import. There may be 100 imports. If some imports are showing like marked with yellow line, you should use a command Control Shift O to remove unknown, not required imports, which are not used, unused. Control Shift O. Control Shift O. Gone, right? Okay, now. So what we are trying to do, we have created the file, right? We have created the file. Now, what I'm trying to do, we are trying to create a directory with some name. In that directory, we are creating some file. We have created two individual folder and file. Now I want one time. I want to create one directory and one file inside that. So what is that? File equal to new file. I can give some directory name also, comma, some path name also. How to take the import also and remove the unused import? Same command. Control Shift O. If I mouse over, it will give me suggestion. Import file java.io. Okay, if I am confident that java.io package, because sometimes same class may be from different to in customize classes. For example, you have one classes, employee service from one package, employee service another package, then you will get confused. That time you have to think carefully which package you need to import. Okay. But in this case, I know this file belong to IO package, right? So I can directly Control Shift W, so Control Shift O. See Java IO.file, package name, class name. Now fine, right? Is this variable used? Not. If something is not used, na, it will be highlighted as yellow line. Okay. Now try to observe. I can give folder name. I can give folder name. Okay. I can give folder name. Let me copy this path. I can give some folder name. Okay. I can give some folder name slash slash. Uh, I can give some folder name. Let's say Java Tech. Okay. I am giving some folder name and I am giving some notes.txt. Okay. Now I can give command file dot create file name. Create file name. It is again asking, you can throw to JVM also, throws keyword. Who is caller? Main method. Main method who is calling? JVM. So in this way also we can throw or try catch. Okay, now run as Java. First of all, anything is there? Refresh this. Nothing is there with Java Tech, right? Run as. The system cannot find path for okay. No problem. What is this? abc.txt. Okay, now give me this. Let me give this path. Copy this. Come here, Gopa. Now try to observe. Remove it will come, huh? If you are giving two double quote and copy paste, it will take two double quote. Now try to observe. The system cannot find the path. I am giving this path. Let's try. The file name, directory name, or volume is incorrect. Okay, now we will check what is the problem. Okay, now 1 minute, guys. C colon double slash. Okay. And just give me a moment. Sorry. Something you need to make correction. 1 minute. Sorry, guys. We did not create a directory now. 1 second. Come here. See, dot dot folder is created. Inside that file is created, right? What we are doing, we are creating one folder, and inside folder, what we are creating one file also. Okay, now. No. So we are good. How to create directory and files now. Now, methods inside the files, inside the class file. Okay, now from here. Already we have seen one method exist. This method we are using, right? Okay, now what this method is going to give? This method is going to return if the file exists or not. If the file exists or not. So we are using in this place, right? In the file, file, sorry, file 2 dot exist. File 2 dot exist. Exist. Spelling is wrong. If you see this, right, we need to print this. Otherwise, how it output will come? Now try to observe, guys. If either we can write in system statement or either we can take the variable and print that. Alt Shift L, the result will be whole. What is this type? Whenever exist method is called, what is the return type? Boolean, right? Of mouse over Boolean, right? Returns true if and only file is created or not. Okay? Now, if we print this exist variable, then we will get the output now. System dot out dot println. We can use this variable exists. This is variable name. Okay, this is variable name. Otherwise, don't get confused. Let me X instead of this, I will use B. Now it is true, right? Either you can write like this, or either you can copy this part and paste here instead of directly like this. Instead of 2 line, we can write in 1 line. Okay. Now, okay. Now we have Boolean create new file. We have Boolean create new file. Okay. This method, what it will do, it will check whether the file is already available or not. If it is there, then this method will return what? If it is not there, okay, false by creating a file also. Okay. Now, actually, I am not. Okay. Right over. This is what this method will do. It will check. It will check whether the file is available or not. If available. If available, then return false. Then returns false without creating any file. Okay. Now, copy this. Come here. Come here. Control F. Control V. Find. Control F. Boolean spelling is incorrect or what? Boolean. These all are method guys, huh? Okay. Backward direction. Sorry. Yeah. This is one, right? This is one method. Okay. Exist. Create new file. Okay. So I think that is return type. Create new file. My bad. Create new file, right? We have seen mkdir, create new file. What is the return type? Boolean, right? Okay. Next is third method is mkdir. Now try to observe. Come here. This is the file. See, it is checking and some creating some part. That is the logic. We don't need to worry about that. The next is what? mkdir. Control F, check the file. mkdir. See, mkdir. What is doing? It is also returning some boolean. Okay, creating some directory. Okay, now mkdir. Its return type also boolean. Okay, same thing. These it will also check the file is there or not. It will check the directory is there or not. Directory is available or not. If available, then return false without creating any directory. Directory. Okay, now. Then we have is file. Let's check whether we have is file or not. Come here, Control F, is file. See, is file is there, right? This method is there. Is file. Copy this, paste here. Fourth is what? Is file. What is returning? Boolean. What does it do? If the file object is a file or not. Okay, now try to observe. What it will do? It will check. It will check whether file object has file or not. Okay, this is one more method. Similarly, we have some list method also. Let's try list method. Now, what is this method is giving? This method is their list. What is returning? String of array, right? Copy this. These are important methods. That's why we are discussing. There are 100 of method may be there. What it is going to return? It is going to return name of all file and subdirectory in the specified directories. Okay? No. Now, then we can see next is length. Let's check that. One more thing is there, control F, then length method. So we can search in this way, length method. Find next, right. If you see, right, length method, long length, copy this. Sixth method is there, long length. It will return number of character present in the file. Okay. List method, what it will return? It will return name of files. It will return names of files, and subdirectory in the path, in the path, whatever the path we are specifying in that path. What is list? Long length is giving return. It returns number of characters present in the file. Okay, and one is next, we can say delete, spelling incorrect, delete. If you see the delete method, what is this? Boolean return type. What it will do some delete operation. It will do some delete operation. Okay, to delete a file or directory, to delete the file or directory. So these are the important files, guys. Okay, now. Now we will see some programs, then we will understand one by one. Come here. Okay. Now, now trying to understand. We will use this method list file. Okay. Now we have some directory, right? We have some directories. Java Tech directories there. Okay. Now, can I use this? Can I remove this part? Now I don't want this also. Delete this. File one. This is object name. Dot list. Can I use this list? What is the return type according to this? String, right? Okay. Can we use is file? Is file? Is file, what is going to return? Boolean, right? True or false? Okay. Now we need sysout statement. System dot out dot println. Paste this inside this. Copy this. Save this, run this. Run a Java application. False, right? Because that is directory. Now what is that inside directory? Notes.txt. Notes.txt. Let's try. Now it is true, right? Now it is true. Means we are able to check that. Okay. Now let me remove this part. I want some list. I want some list on this directory. Okay. Instead of this method, I will use file one dot list. What it is going to return? How we can check? Alt Shift L is the shortcut. See, automatically it is giving, right? We can check list of many variables, list of file. Let's say, right? Array, right? We have a for each loop also, right? How we can use this? First, we need to count. If I want some count, how I can count? How I can take one name? If I will pass this name, is it going to print? Let's see. Right? for which we need to apply that. Otherwise, how we will print? There are more files. Let me run this. What we will get? We are getting hash code. What we will do with hash code? Nothing, right? Some data is coming from this method. This will be storing one by one. Because in this directory, currently one file name. There may be 100 or 2000 file name na. In project, in particular directory, there are 10,000 file will be there, 5,000 file will be there, 100 file will be there. You want to work on particular one file, then you have to pick that file. How we will see how we can do that. Okay, now. So for that, I can use for loop, for each loop, on which I am applying list of file I want to apply. This is an array, right? Now try to observe what kind of array it is, of string type. So I need to give colon, and I to give to specify string some s. I am using this string array. What is the type? String. That's why this here string. If it is employee, here is employee, right? Now try to observe. Control X, paste here, S here. Now try to observe. See, list of file. Notes.txt is printed. Now let me create some more file here manually. New text.document. Some 3 file with different name. Let's say, let me give it Java file. Java file. See? There are 3 file, right? So how many times this loop will run? 3 times, right? 3 file is coming, right? File names are coming. If I want, for example, in your project requirement, this is the directory and there are 1,000 files. You have to work on Java file.txt. Do you think that in your database or somewhere in the location you will go and check whether the file is there or not? You have to write logic like this. This is one part. Means you are checking. Yeah, this file is there. Yeah. For example, if condition is there. If condition is there. Okay, let me use this file name. Function F2. Okay, I am using this. If S dot equals then do something, else do something. Okay, let me copy this statement. If this file exists, then again you have to write some logic here. Otherwise, you have to go outside. Okay, what is your output? Then after that, you have to read the file. Read the file. Read the file. If the file exists, okay, or return something, file is not available. Something like this. Run this program. Read the file is coming, right? Now try to observe how many times. Debug, debug, debug. Debug as Java application. Come here. Pointer will come here. See, list of file is having three file, Java file.txt, new document is txt, node.txt in array 0, 1, 2. First it will come here. What S is having? Java file.txt. Okay, that is fine. It will come here, it will print. We don't bother about that. That is printed. What is this? Java file.txt. This matches na. This condition will become true, is equal. So it will go here. Means this line, there should be some logic. If this exists, do something. Okay? Read the file. This logic is done. For example, in your project, you are reading this file. Your file name is there, then you will read the file. Na? data and then apply some operation. So that part you will take care here, right? If not, if this condition is not satisfied, then we'll go. We will return? File is not available. Something file is not available. Hope you are understanding why this file is important. One method is important to read the file, to check the file is available or not, something like that. Then you will able to understand the importance of this method. One liner, but very important. These are one liner, but very important. Okay. Now come here. Okay. Guys, we will see till today this part. We will see tomorrow. Okay. I'm stopping my screen share. Stopping the recording.